Say hi, everybody. It's me, baby Joy Chaser. I am 3 months old, and tomorrow I will be 14 weeks. Time's going fast. I'm about to go to daycare, and Mom is about to pump some milk. Stay tuned for our 3-month update. You didn't want to get dressed? But you look so handsome. Is it better now? Hey guys, so it's been so long. This update is so, I don't know, overdue. It was supposed to be a 2-month update, then a 12-week update. And here we are. Baby Joy Chaser is 3 months and he will be 14 weeks tomorrow, and I am just getting in front of camera. So I am out here along the trail where I normally go walking. And I figured I would just do the video here because my plan of sitting down at home and doing a video is just not happening. So I'm going to attempt to get to it. So like I said, Baby Joy Chaser is 3 months old. He's 3 months a few days ago, and he is 14 weeks tomorrow on Thursday. He was born on a Thursday. So I think the last update, oh my gosh, was, I don't even know, like 6 weeks maybe. I have to go back and look at my channel. But anyway, so what's happened since then? So we had our 2-month checkup, and that went really well. Baby Joy Chaser got shots though, so that was kind of sad. I wanted to cry because just the way he looked at me and the way that he cried, like clearly it was a pain cry and like a shock cry. I just felt so bad, but I didn't cry because I was like, this nurse was gonna laugh at me if I cried. But the worst part is you have to like hold the baby's hands down and like while the nurse sticks them. So it's like, Mom, why are you helping them do this to me? And I know people have their different opinions about vaccines. I'm not going to get into that. If you leave comments about that, I'll probably just delete them. But obviously I'm doing what I think is best for us and our family. So he, got vaccinated, and, obviously he doesn't understand that I'm doing what I think is best. So, that was kind of sad, but it went well. He did get a fever after the doctor told me to get some Tylenol and but then they didn't tell me how much to give, which I later found out because I realized he had a fever at around midnight when I went to change his diaper. He just felt really hot, his skin. So I called the line, I did the temperature, and I think it was like 101.5 or something like that. And they said to give him the Tylenol, but I had the good thing is that the reason that the Tylenol says for under 24 months to consult your doctor is because they actually do it by weight. So she was able to go in and look at his chart and tell me how much to give. So, oh my gosh. Sorry guys, there's a bug on me. I'm so not a nature person. I'm sitting out here because it's beautiful, but I'm like sitting under a tree and I was hoping a bug wouldn't fall on me, and it did. So that's incentive for me to talk quicker. Anyway, so the other outcome of the 2-month appointment was she felt like he could eat more. At that time, he was eating between 24 and 27 ounces a day, and she felt like he could go up to 30 because even though he had gained weight at that appointment, I think he was up to 12 pounds. So that's like a 50%, gain from his birth weight of 8 pounds. And but at the 2-week checkup, he was in the 79th percentile for weight, and then by 2 months he was down to 49th percentile, which I know that's still average and good, but I think that's why she was saying he could eat more. But overall the appointment went well. As of today, I like estimated his weight by me stepping on a scale and then stepping on with him, and I think he's up to like 14 pounds about. So he definitely feels heavier and looks bigger and longer, so I think he's still growing really well. So other updates, so we'll get right to the breastfeeding. I'm still breastfeeding. Technically, I am pumping milk. Baby Joy Chaser will not take my breast at all anymore. So he was nursing a couple times a day, but then we've been traveling. If you follow me on Instagram and stuff, and oh, you guys saw my video where about how to travel with the baby, and we went to Atlantic City, our first little getaway. Well, one positive of that getaway is my cousin kind of helped me out a little bit in the morning. Like, she got up with him. Well, I gave him a bottle right away, I guess because I felt like he was waking up everyone. So, and then she took him and ended up like finished feeding him calmly, and I got extra sleep. But the negative side is that I didn't nurse those mornings, and it was like after that he was like, nope, not nursing anymore. So now he will not nurse at all. But the funny thing is sometimes he acts like he wants to nurse, and he pulls on my shirt and everything, and then I'll pull my boob out and he laughs. Like, I'll literally put it in his mouth and he'll open his mouth really wide, like he's gonna latch really well, and then he'll just look at me and then smile. So he's like playing with me. This little boy has a sense of humor. Oh my gosh, guys, now it's starting to rain. This is crazy. This is why I can't get videos done. Alright, anyway, so I'm still pumping breast milk. It's so challenging because like right now it's 11:30. I last pumped at 9, and my plan was to be back home by 11 to pump, and I'm not back home to pump. And it's just really hard to do every 2 hours, but I know that's what I need to do to keep increasing my supply. But I'm trying. I'm averaging between like 8 to 10 ounces per day. And so, you know, I've been kind of stuck at that area for a while now, but yesterday I was hand expressing, and I had my best hand expressing experience. So I think I've kind of gotten the hang of that. That's been a challenge. I think it's harder maybe when your breasts are bigger, and like they've always been pretty full and dense, so maybe I haven't been able to really, like, I don't know, milk them properly by hand. But that went pretty well yesterday. I think I got maybe like almost an extra ounce. So I'm going to keep trying to do that after pumping to try. I'm really trying to increase as much as I can before I go back to work, which will be in another month. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go get in my car because now the rain doesn't seem like it's letting up. Hold on. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to keep talking while I walk because I don't want to be editing a whole bunch of videos together. So that's how the breastfeeding is going. What else do you want to know? So Joy Chaser started daycare, and that's going really well. I don't know if I had mentioned before, I had put myself on the list for daycare on the base where I work as soon as I found out that I was pregnant. Like, literally, you know, I shot that video that night realizing that I was pregnant, doing the test, and the first thing I did the next morning was get on the daycare list. That was before I had a beta, before anything was confirmed. So that was like top priority. So that paid off because they called me early and offered me childcare back in June. Then he wasn't even 2 months in June, but I accepted, and I have been paying basically since July. So I got in the car just in time. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. I hadn't taken him, you know, at first, and honestly, I think I'm going to do a video, or maybe like a series of videos, the good, the bad, and ugly of being a single mom by choice. But it can be pretty stressful and lonely and isolating. And then when you're single, you don't even have your spouse like living there with you. So I was getting a little overwhelmed, and I do the online therapy, and I was talking to her about how overwhelmed I felt, and I don't want to say I was getting depressed, but I definitely was just not, I guess, having a few days continuously that were like not my best days. So the online therapist said she thought that maybe it was time for me to put him in daycare just so I can have some time away, some time to myself, some time to like try to clean my house or eat a meal, just regular things that are so hard to do with the baby. So after Joy Chaser's 2-month appointment and he got his shots, I did put him in daycare. So that's been about a month now. We are easing into it. He is yet to go every day for a week. This week he would go 4 times. This is the most he's ever gone. Last week he went 3 times. Prior to that, he was going like once or twice a week. So we've definitely been easing into it, and it's going really well. I feel like he likes it. I think it's good for me. Sorry, I'm going to turn the car on because it's so hot. I think it's good for me. It gives me a little bit of a break because it was like, you know, people would want to come and visit, and like I just couldn't even keep up with basic household stuff. So, like the house looked like a disaster. It's only slightly improved, honestly, but that was make me feel overwhelmed because like, well, how can anyone come and like, you know, even hang out with him for a while I catch a nap if the house is so messed up that I feel like embarrassed. So, you know, it's helped me to at least feel like I can take time to like shoot a video, or I can do like a real workout, because it's very hard pushing that stroller. Oh my gosh, walking with the stroller. I mean, that is a workout in itself, but it takes longer. So the daycare has been going well. The teachers are nice. I like them. One I like least, but I don't dislike any of them. I'll put it that way. But I definitely feel like he's safe. I'm not worried about him while he's there. My only worry is that he has a good day, like that he feels happy, because you know it's not like he can tell me how happy or unhappy he feels. But having the daycare has been helpful. I was able to get my hair redone, and just basic things, because I was like feeling like my appearance was like, oh my gosh, like I need to get my hair done. My pedicure was my feet were like looking crazy, and it was like, oh my gosh, how can I like do these things and without, you know, I don't really have a lot of help, and because most people I know like work during the day, and so it's not like I have, you know, like I said, when I started this whole journey, like I imagined having my mom. At that time, my mom, she was sick, she did have cancer, but she was, you know, up and around and would have been there, and you know, things just didn't go that way. If you guys are new to my channel, my mom passed away about just over I think 2 years ago now, and it was a long journey, you know, for me to get pregnant. So yeah, I don't have her. I don't have that support system that I thought I would have of having my mom there. So that's been a struggle. So having a daycare has been a great help the last month. I do feel a lot better and a bit more in control of things and whatnot. So that's a big change. Sleeping. So we had gotten to the point where baby Joy Chaser could sleep about 4 hours or 5 hours, but that was with him being swaddled. But then he hated being swaddled, so it was like a fight to get him in the swaddle, and he would cry so much, and then he would wake up in the swaddle like hysterical. So we have stopped swaddling. It's been a few weeks now. Yeah, a few weeks. And it's going okay. Now, he doesn't sleep as long. He doesn't go to 4 hours. He's pretty much doing every 3 hours. However, I also think maybe that's because with like he had started to get into a pattern of eating every 2.5 to 3 hours, and then the daycare is really good about the 3 hours, and so I've been sticking with that. So I really do think he wakes up because he's hungry, and it's not so much the startle reflex anymore. Because when his startle reflex was so strong, like literally he could wake up like every 10 minutes, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Now, you know, once he's sleeping, doesn't sleep, he'll sleep like, you know, about 3 hours, a little more. And then when he wakes up, I do think he's hungry because he's like excited to get the bottle. But then when it's at night, he tends to still fall asleep right away while drinking. But that's how that's going. So I'm tired. I am really, really tired. I am consistently tired. I guess this is just that mom tired. I've not now had a good night's sleep in, oh my gosh, I'll say in 2018 I've not had a good night's sleep, because you don't get a good night's sleep those last few weeks of pregnancy, and I have not had a good night's sleep since he's been born. So maybe at some point my brother might keep him overnight. He joked about that, and I was like, yeah, when do y'all want to? And then I might get a good night's sleep. So that's how sleeping going. He's babbling a lot. Hopefully I was able to edit and add a clip of him babbling. But he definitely thinks he's talking, like, especially if he gets mad and he's like, I'm mad but I'm not crying, he's fussing, and you can tell he's like, like he's really like telling you off, which I think is funny. He smiles all the time now. Well, not all the time, but like quite a bit. He smiles. And what else? He does not like tummy time, though he's getting a little bit better at it, because with the daycare they had different toys. So they showed me this one mat, like little, it's not really a mat, it's like this little circular toy where you blow it up, the outside part, and then you fill the inside part with water. And so they said he likes that a lot, so I ordered it off Amazon, and we were on the floor playing with it. I realized he does longer with tummy time if I get down there with him. I'm trying to think, what else did I want to share with you guys, because I don't want this video to go too long, even though some of you like the long videos, but some of you don't. My battery on my my space on my phone does not like the long videos. So yeah, I think that's like the main. Oh, here's something. I think he's starting to teethe, which to me is crazy because he literally just turned 3 months. But I Googled it, and it said that teething can start between 4 to 6 months, but it can symptoms of teething can start months earlier than actual tooth eruption. So maybe he's showing symptoms. I mean, he's been drooling more and like wanting to chew on everything, and yeah. So even now, sometimes when he's done drinking, he tries to like shift the nipple of the bottle to like chew on that. And I'll think he's still drinking, and I'll look close, like, you're not even drinking, you're just like chewing on the nipple. But yeah, he holds his head up really well. He's not sitting up, he's not rolling over. He can kind of roll over assisted and on the bed, but like that's not real. Like that's me kind of rolling him, and him like, or like he's like trying to push, and I'll like put my hand and strategically placed to help him roll. Of course, now that I'm in the car, the rain stopped, and now some people are sitting back there on the bench that I was sitting on. I will see, how can I can't even show you guys the bench. Anyway, so I should have sat out there and like let the rain follow me for a few more minutes. Anyway, also one funny thing is baby Joy Chaser, when my brother holds him, it's like he doesn't like look at my brother, he like looks away. So I don't know if it's like my brother was like, oh, because I got these whiskers, because he has like, you know, the facial hair. And I was like, maybe that's what it is, because everybody else, like literally everybody else in my family is women, and my nephews who are young, you know, young men. So they don't have like all that. So I was like, maybe he's not used to it, but I was like, oh, you know, which kind of not really made me worry, but just made me reflect on like how few men there are in our family right now. But you know, like I said, I have 4 nephews, and they are growing up. They're already young men. So baby Joy Chaser will have plenty of positive role models as he gets bigger between my brother and my nephews. How am I doing? So I'm out here walking because I feel so heavy. Like I got back down to my pre-pregnancy weight, but then over the last few weeks, like weight has definitely crept back on. I think I'm up, I want to say like 7 pounds, because I'll average it out. Sometimes it seems like 5 pounds more than my pre-pregnancy. Sometimes it seems like 10. I know a lot of it has to do with like the boobs and how much, you know, liquids in there, even though it's not a whole, you know, a whole lot. But I know it can make your weight fluctuate, but I definitely feel very heavy in like my joints. So I'm trying to get back into shape and build up my endurance, and you know, that's why I'm out here walking, because I like being out here, you know, when the weather permits. It's more interesting than the gym. Like I said, I'm so tired, just really tired, guys. But I try to sleep when I can. I try to sleep when the baby sleeps, but it's hard when you are a single mom by choice and you really are doing everything, because somebody has to do the dishes, and somebody has to cook food, and somebody has to get, clean the house and prepare. So you can't always sleep when the baby sleeps, and I can't always sleep while he's at daycare. So I am tired. Yeah. And most of the time I feel pretty good, but then sometimes I think I feel a little depressed, and then I realize, no, I'm just tired. And even one of the, I think it was a gynecologist, because both the pediatrician and the gynecologist kind of screen you for postpartum. But I think it was the gynecologist who pointed out, like, sometimes when you're really tired, it's kind of hard to distinguish that between tired and depressed. But I think most of the time I'm just tired. What else is going on with me? I'm trying really hard to get a new job. I know a couple of you who probably follow the channel work with me, but I'm sure it's no surprise. I'm hoping that when maternity leave is over, I can go back to a new team. I'm planning to go back to work, I think, in September. I worked extra hours through my pregnancy so that I could take more time off, because I didn't think I would have childcare until October. So I could technically, be out till October and still have like some income coming in from those extra hours that I worked. Right now I'm getting like half my pay. But I think since the childcare did come through, I think I'm going to go back in September. So there's still a month off, because today is August 1st. So try to make the best out of this last month and get some Chasing Joy work done, and work more and getting my house, in more order. And I am nervous about going back to work, because if I'm tired now, I don't even know how that's going to be. And I don't know how pumping at work is going to be, and I want to try and keep with it. So that's basically what's been going on at our 3-month postpartum. I will say, I did have I think I told you guys that I had my 6-week, I don't remember, but anyway, I had my 6-week postpartum, and everything is good with me. Everything is healed down there. And I also had, I went to the endocrinologist, and I will get tested for diabetes in the fall, because I had the gestational diabetes, so hopefully that's going away. I've had one follow-up cardiac. I've only had one incident of the racing heart since having the baby, and that was within the 1 week of his birth. So I think that was still pregnancy hormones. So far so good with that. Hoping that is just a pregnancy issue and not like a real life issue. But basically that's it. That's what's been going on with me. The baby is fantastic. I tell him his story. I call it the story of Baby Joy Chaser, but like I say his name, and I kind of sing what happens. And I think maybe I'll do another video on that. But basically all is well. Thank you guys for watching another long video. Sorry, at least it's under 30 minutes. But that's what's been going on and how things are with me and Baby Joy Chaser. 3 months. He's 3 months old, guys. It's going so fast. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave your comments, questions below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I think you can click on the turn on the notifications so that you see when my next video is, since clearly I'm not able to do them every week like I was during pregnancy. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.